Hi, this is Roxana from Metamorphosis Rocks, and today is day 3 of my Mentors Challenge, and the topic is looking better. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story, and it has to do with a person that it's a real life person, so I'm not going to name them by name. This person was going through, well, as far as I know, she's had 2 battles with cancer, and she survived, thank God, both of them. But I do remember her telling me, and this always stuck in my head, that when she was younger, she was all about the makeup and the hair and the best clothes and whatnot. And once she had the first battle with cancer, she realized that she didn't care about clothes or makeup or anything like that. She just wanted to survive. She had children. She wanted to make sure that she was there for them. And so she forgot all about makeup. She doesn't care about anything. She just worried about being alive. Now, I understand what she's talking about because I have several ailments that are, some of them are more life threatening than others. And of course, my father passed away of leukemia. But something about that statement just always sat with me, and not necessarily in a good way. And I'm going to tell you why. There are a lot of people that when they're going through cancer treatment, they lose their hair. She was fortunate enough. I don't think she's ever lost her hair, and she's had treatment, so it's not like she hasn't. But for some reason, she has not lost her hair. I don't know if it's because of the type of treatment they're giving her, but the reality is that she did not have to deal with that. I know a lot of people have had battles with cancer. Some of them have embraced the bald head, and in fact they have shaved the rest of it so it's all perfectly smooth. Some have put on wigs, and some have done some kind of combination. The bottom line is this: what makes you feel better? And the reason why I say this is not because I don't believe that she doesn't believe what she's saying. I totally believe that she is 100% sure that she doesn't care about anything except surviving for her children. I'm not going to dispute that because that is her reality. I do detect a little sense of, I don't want to call it sadness because I don't think it's sadness, but it's like some sort of nostalgia or something like that. And I often wondered if she was really happy not caring about those things, or if she had just guilted herself into not caring about those things anymore. Now, I'm going to give you the exact opposite because we're both the same age. I have never been big on wearing makeup. I don't know, and by the way, I love makeup. I have tons and tons of makeup in my house. I'm just not big on wearing it. And part of this challenge was for me to actually wear makeup because I don't. And first of all, the first thing that happened was that I realized that I have a ton of, I mean, it's disturbing how much makeup I own. And the second thing that I realized is that it does give you a little when you wear a little makeup. Now, it might be partially, it might be because I'm exercising, I'm taking care of myself, and one thing builds on the next. But there's also a little bit of saying that when you look at yourself in the mirror and you look a little better, even if it's just a tiny bit, it kind of lifts you up a little. I had another example. I let my hair grow. I've had gray hair since I was 12. So me and gray hair have never been good friends. And I've always colored my hair. And a few years back, I got into this trip. I'm not going to color my hair anymore because I couldn't find any natural products that I could use and whatnot. And because some of the colors that I like to put on my hair are not exactly kosher, and I could just not, I couldn't find anything I could do about it. And I let my hair grow, and it got gray. And coincidentally, my depression got worse and worse and worse as the months went by. And I don't remember for what purpose I ended up coloring my hair, and it was like 2 days later the depression lifted. Now, if you've ever suffered from depression, you know it's not that simple, but the effect was dramatic. It was growing and growing and growing, and I have to admit that it had a lot to do with looking at myself in the mirror and not seeing the old person that was staring back at me. And the reason why I'm giving you this message is just to tell you this. This channel is all about things to make you feel better, do better, eat better, because we're still young. We might feel like we're over the hill because we're 50 or because we're told that we're middle aged. We're not. I don't know about you, but even though my body sometimes doesn't answer, I still feel like I'm 25. And I think most of us do. Most of us sit there and look at the mirror and go, but I still feel young. We are. We cannot let a number define who we are. By the same token, we cannot let anything specific determine who we are. If you're happy wearing makeup, wear makeup. If you're happy not wearing makeup, don't wear makeup. If it makes you feel better to wear an awesome dress that makes no sense to anybody else because it's not in style or whatever, wear the dress. We have a girl, where my mom is in a facility right now, and one of the employees of that facility is always wearing this 50 style dresses with the high skirts and the whole 9 yards. It's the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. And she has this perfectly red hair and the glasses and everything, and she looks like a pinup right. She looks like a model right out of the 50s. I don't see her worrying about what anybody else thinks about her, and I think that's great. Do what makes you feel better. And I'm going to tell you another secret. You might be thinking, well, makeup's on the outside and clothes is on the outside and hair is on the outside. Yeah, that happens to be true. It also happens to impact how you feel on the inside. And that's what you're really after. I understand that a lot of people believe in tons of medications for depression and all those other things. I personally don't. Now, I'm not telling you get off your medication because I'm not a doctor. What I'm telling you is that in my case, I have had medication and I've been without medication. And for me, what works is a better nutrition, taking care of myself, exercising, and doing things that make me feel better. Now, that might not work for you. A combination of whatever medication you're on and doing the right things might actually work for you to the point where you eventually might be able to lower your dosage. I don't know. I'm not your doctor. What I'm telling you is, if you have mild depression and you're not on medication, start doing the things that make you feel better. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and do stupid stuff. I'm telling you to do what makes you feel better within reason. I don't want you doing drugs or getting into fights or doing things that you can get arrested for. I'm telling you, whatever cause, whatever method you find, maybe it's the arts, maybe it's music. Well, music is part of the arts. Maybe it's gardening. Maybe it's volunteering in a hospital to take care of babies while the parents are doing surgeries and that sort of thing. Whatever it is that you find that makes you feel better, whether it's from the outside or whether it's on the inside, it will all eventually impact on the inside. And that's what we're going for. So anyway, thank you for watching Metamorphosis Rocks, and you have a wonderful day.